movement, it's kind of hard to time. I just like to start timer on the marathon like when I press new game. So there's going to be a lot more downtime in this game to explain things. So I kind of just like to get it started. There'll be a little cutscene at the beginning. It's very loud, so just be warned, but it does get quiet after that point. So yeah, we can kind of just start timer and get things started here in 3, 2, 1, go. So this game is called Bad Way. It is basically, I mean, we don't really get much of the lore or the story. I don't really even know much of it because I have skipped all of the cutscenes because it's a speed run. But basically, you see Michael is flying through the kind of a trail here, forest, being chased by some goons. He is basically trying to get the treasure of Mansa Musa for whatever reason. I think his wife something has to do. Again, go through the casual. I don't remember what it is, but he has to. He kind of is running through, crashes his car, and is completely unscathed somehow. And so basically, run starts here. We start just kind of running through the level. You'll kind of see this is also a bit of a level-based game too. There we go. And you'll see kind of the physics that we kind of play around with too. There's many times where you fall from a little bit too high of a height and he just kind of stops his movements entirely. You also see I'm kind of jumping around here. There's some like invisible boxes that we go through, but nothing too game breaking besides just finding the kind of outside of the level here. So we are literally just going to run around the side of the level, skipping over everything. We're basically in the background scene where you would normally see the level like through that way. And then we just run all the way around to the final or like little trigger to the end of the level. So this is a very very not intended way to play the game. We don't play this game whatsoever like the developer has intended. And we do a lot of just kind of getting completely out of bounds for most levels. So this part does have a little bit of like you're literally just running. There's not much you can really do here to optimize. There is a torch skip that you can actually do in this level. That is why they have, I think it says any percent, but it's any percent no torch zip is specified because there's a way where you can like grab a torch, like kind of fling yourself with physics momentum and then launch yourself in this level all the way across it in seconds all the way to this here. It's very, very hard to do. Oh, I did forget. That probably will break things. I'm going to have to. I forgot to mention this to the people setting up the stream here. Is that I have to Alt F4 the game to skip several minutes of cutscenes here. So I'm just bringing the Discord screen share back. I hope that doesn't totally break the stream.
Oh yeah, it should be fine. We'll click into it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I did not mention that factor, but
oh, it's okay.
We'll have to do that a couple more times. Okay, so yeah, it's very that first cutscene is like 5 minutes long. It is insane. So yeah, basically there's no other way to skip the cutscenes other than just Alt F4ing. Alt F4ing basically like I guess it saves like you're in the cutscene and it saves like the position of the game. I don't know, something in the code, and it just sets you back right when the next level starts. So it is a way to save a lot of time for sure in a marathon, especially like we don't need to be watching cutscenes. In the actual, I'm gonna die. Okay, I didn't die there. Thought I was going to. In the actual run, though, Streetback Guy, one of the speedrunners of this game, set up a live split, or auto splitter, I mean, through live split that also does loadless. So we just remove all the loading times anyways. So it doesn't actually matter how quickly I get through the cutscenes. I could watch them. It doesn't affect the timer. But for a marathon, we can't really skip ahead, and so we try to just close them out. But it does just mean that we have to go through and... if we're doing like Discord screen share, it's a little bit odd, wonky. But this is another part where we literally just almost immediately get to the end of the or to the edge of the level and kind of walk in the background here. If you had me try to play this game casually again, I would literally have no idea where to go because we're not doing the missions. We're just running. There's a lot of running simulator in this game. And that's what we're doing right now too. But you'll also see I'm kind of blowing through some tricks here. Normally I've got some commentators. I think pretty much everybody that runs this game is in the UK, so their time zone is like I think they're sleeping right now. So I'm doing this a little bit without a commentator, but you see that, and I'll do it multiple other times here. You kind of play around with the physics a little bit. Michael, the main character, can be very durable or like very, very prone to dying. Wow, he is kind of ragdolling over the place here. I can usually jump this. There we go. And kind of clip onto that. So you'll see as I'm kind of going over far heights, if I spam the crouch button, which is C, as I'm going over an edge, he'll kind of like trip and go into like this ragdoll sort of like physics thing. And if he's in the ragdoll, he doesn't take any damage. So we can fall from really, really high heights, and we'll do that a ton of times throughout this run. So you'll kind of see that happen throughout the run, and that's kind of one of the ways I haven't, but people discovered it, and now we all kind of break through the game. So I'm gonna do a skip here that is very, very hard to do. It is very new. I did first time it on a marathon like last weekend, but we'll kind of see what happens. I'll give it a couple attempts, and then I'll just kind of go through it casually, I think, here. But you're trying to run up. Oh my gosh, hello? Grab on, there we go. I'm gonna make a save state here, and I'm gonna jump off. And so this is the first instance where we do something called the helicopter, where you'll see he just starts flying in the air. Let me see if I can, okay, that won't do it. So you're basically flinging back and forth. I can reload this. It's very hard to explain on the fly because I truly don't even understand how it works. I just sometimes get it right. It feels very random. So I'm basically just trying to press the space bar to launch myself in the right direction. All right, I'm going to do a different way that takes a little bit longer, but it should get us there. So I tried a couple attempts to do it quickly. It's just, again, I reset runs all the time for this trick. It saves about a minute because normally you have to go up that mountain and climb. So if you go high enough and you fling yourself, you usually are able to kind of just roll and get over the mountain. So I'm just going to do that just because it's silly. This is not saving any time whatsoever. But we're going to try to just launch ourselves here. And if I roll in the air, I should have enough rolls and time to get... I think I'm screwed. All right, I've lied. We are actually just going to do this casually. I somehow didn't die from that. So we're going to do it casually because I can't get up the mountain. It is all good. It's a marathon run. But it's fun to showcase that. Sometimes I hit it. Sometimes, most of the time, I don't. But that is kind of a new skip that has the person that is in first place right now discovered it and basically got first place with that. Obviously, they're also good at the rest of the game, but saved like 40 plus seconds right off the bat as well too. So the casual, or the I guess not casual way, but the more intended or more I guess. Oh my gosh, okay. This is scary. I also don't do this part as much anymore because I normally just quit my runs if I don't get the mountain skip. So bear with me here. I apologize. The physics of these little things you can slip off of just way too easily. There we go. Go, okay. If you play this game casually, if you're familiar with this game, you kind of know what the struggle is. It may just look like at home, like a very just kind of a simple experience, but you can slip off of just the weirdest little things. All right, there is a guard here, so I'm going to have to save load. Sometimes the guards are there, sometimes they're not. Save loading basically just kind of like resets the guards and takes off like the I guess aggro of them. Oops, I went the wrong way. So I'm gonna do a little puzzle here as well. You basically just go left 4 times to get this one, a little like MY. The left to go this another M1, and then the left to get this little, I guess, balloon on a string as well. And this is another one. I think we could technically Alt F4. I think it's almost the same. It's gonna be a little bit longer doing the cutscene, but it'll just save us time and the back end people not having to join into the Discord again. So I will watch this little cutscene. It's like, I don't know, 30 seconds longer than if we just Alt F4'd it, but you can kind of see a little bit more context. Like, okay, he's kind of becomes a prisoner here, and we're gonna load in and try to escape this level.
All right. While we got that cutscene going, do we have time for a quick donation?
Please. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We got a $20 donation from the Cheeseball81 who says, and let me see if I can get this right, we Thank you, Cheeseball, for that donation. That is, of course, doubled due to the awesome power of the Ultimate Chicken Bacon Ranch sub, who has a 2x donation match in progress for this marathon. Cheeseball, thank you again very much for supporting Starlight Children's Foundation.
That is awesome. So this level again, this is like one of the shortest levels. I think it's like 30 plus seconds, 30-ish seconds long. Basically just totally sequence break out of it, and we're done with the level here. You'll see that's kind of the name of the game for most of these levels, is just breaking out of the bounds of it, running around to the end of the level, skipping all of the like objectives, which again a lot of times is a lot of enemies that are very hard, and they can kind of headshot you. So that again, so I haven't really explained that strat. There's a couple. I don't know if there's another time that I've done it yet. So that might be the first time that I do it in my run. Is you basically kind of run, like walk at a wall, start jumping, and if you're jumping and crouching at the same time, he starts rolling, and you can kind of like roll yourself up mountain and stuff. It's very hard to actually understand how that works, but that's kind of basically what we do. So we can kind of skip that mountain there. You'll see me do it several more times throughout the run. It'll be coming up again here too, but again, name of the game, we're just walking on top of a mountain, totally running through across or outside of the level as well. So roll down here. If you roll there, you don't take any damage either. And then I'm going to do another one of these like crouch roll spamming things here to kind of like scoop myself up this one. This one's a little bit finickier. Takes a couple times. There we go. All right, we're good to go. And we're on top of here. I need to be a little bit careful here if I... Oh my god. If I fall on either side, I kind of soft lock myself because like I can't get up and I'd have to just reset the level. Not the biggest deal, but I try to be a little bit careful there. All right, so this is technically where the first helicopter skip would be, but now with that other strat, I kind of like showcased it a little bit early, but it is the monumental skip, I guess, glitch of this game is the helicopter glitch. Whenever people see it, they're like, it just looks so silly. I don't understand how it works. It just does. So basically, you fall from a distance that's not too high where you would die, but not too low, low enough where you'll stumble and fall. And so if you're stumbling and you press the C button, the crouch button, and spam it, you'll kind of like stumble into the ground, fall, and then if you once he tries to get up again, for whatever reason, he starts I'm gonna reset save load here to reset the aggro of those guys so I don't die, and then he just starts spinning and just going super high up in the sky. It is also why we have the game set at 60 FPS locked as well, because it makes that, for whatever reason, a lot easier to do. Again, I don't know how it works. I just do it, and I just press the button, and it happens. I didn't discover the trick, but it is a very, very useful trick in this run. It saves just minutes and upon minutes of things to do. So, we're gonna do a little chase here. There's nothing we can really do to speed this part up, other than just kind of going through it. I have tried many times in casual run-throughs to like catch up to him. You can't catch up to the guy, or at least I can't, and it didn't feel possible. But this is kind of just like running through, kind of doing a couple jumps here. Very kind of chill, nothing super technical in this run whatsoever. Sometimes, again, you see the physics, you can kind of like slip on an edge and fall down. It just happens for whatever reason. This does not save much time here, but we call this the swag log, and we absolutely got it. There we go. Saves almost no time. Like if you fall off it, you slip off and you get back on. But swag log there, complete. Again, walking up here, name of the game, totally outside of bounds. We're running up onto kind of invisible ceilings and walls, and then we're just gonna jump here, and we're gonna trigger the end cutscene or whatever it is right there. Gonna get onto this level here. This is another very silly level, very chill level, but 1 second as I get the skip here now. So I kind of wait till the barrels hit that tree, and then I start running left and right, and then with sprinting and jump off the side, or run off the side. And then you basically land on this rock. And so the way that this game was coded, instead of having the terrain be the part that's moving throughout the level, the entire map moves around the train. You wouldn't notice if you were just on the train. It looks the exact same, I think, functionally. But when you're actually like jumping off the train and getting onto this rock, you'll see like the textures going by. So there's literally nothing I can do here. I just kind of chat if there's any donations maybe, but otherwise like we're just kind of hanging out on this rock and we're basically waiting for the map to fully spin around once and the train to come back to us. It skips all of the stuff that we'd have to do. It just is a lot easier to do this as well. So we're going to jump off, and sometimes you can hit the trigger the cutscene in the air, but otherwise you just run to the end of the cab. This is my favorite part.
I'm gonna shoot you. Give me the map.
No time to react. Just immediately shoots him. But he says he doesn't want to. It's so silly. And so yeah, this is the another part of the level here. We hop off the train, and we're going to try to get onto Pirate Island. I pull out my gun here because you see on the bottom right there is a health bar. If you don't have a gun out, you still have a health bar. You just can't see it, and you don't know how low you are. So I like to pull it out for this level because we are going to be basically trying to avoid everything and not die. We're not going to shoot anything. It takes much longer. It is hard. The shooting and aiming in this game is super hard. So we're not going to do it whatsoever. You're just going to see me kind of do that save load skip. I'm going to do one early here because if I do die, it'll bring me back to the beginning of the level. But now if I do die, I just go to the last save that I went at. So you basically just kind of cheese through this by just save loading multiple times. The only issue with it is that it does put your gun away and it turns you around directly backwards. Oh, we're gonna make it. Come on, come on. Yes, nice. Okay. Sometimes you do die there. We'll keep this one as well. It's a shorter cutscene too. It's about the same time as Alta pouring it. But yeah, you basically kind of cheese that out as well with the save load function. You'll see there'll be a skip coming up here where we go underwater, under the sea. I don't know, I can't remember what the trick name is, but we basically go under the water without that trick, which I think it was Handsome Strife that found that. I don't believe it was Garlops, but I think it was Handsome Strife found that trick. That is what actually made the game pacifist. We used to have to shoot some guards in this level here. I don't even know where we would go to that part. But he found a way to basically just ragdoll off the side and then helicopter glitch back up onto the other side, and we can skip it. I think we normally like go... Yeah, I actually have no idea. It's been too long. But we normally would have to shoot some guards that are in the way. I think we go down there or something. I don't have no idea. So now this game actually is a full pacifist run, which is nice. But I'm basically just, again, running on an invisible ceiling. I'm going to find a little ledge here to jump on right about there and get up to this next part. And then I'll run into these trees. There'll be another ledge I can get up a little bit higher. And then I'm basically just going to walk off the edge and start rolling. So if you start rolling and you're mid-roll, if you fall off the edge, it normally triggers the ragdoll effect quite easily. You can save load there just to be safe. I just like to live on the edge, literally, and just do it without a save load. So kind of triggers the ragdoll. Then we can, again, stumble, spam crouch, and helicopter all the way back up on the other side of the level, and then kind of roll out of it here, save load. Oh, I guess I didn't explain that either. The reason I'm save loading at the end of a fall is because it basically resets where you save loaded. And so if I'm, at a certain distance, I'll save right before the ground. And then if I fall from that distance, I don't die. Otherwise, I normally would die. So a lot of kind of a save loading cheesing as well. So this is kind of the last part of the run that is technical, and there's going to be some kind of things that we do here, but this is kind of the last... wow, almost slipped off. See, it's a slippery. He did not bring his... what are those called? Slip-resistant, non-slip shoes. He never brings them on these runs. I wish he would. So I'm going to... Basically, this level is called Weeping Angels, so I push these 4 angels far enough into the light. You hear that little sound there. That means that they're in their right spot. And I need to do that for all 4 of them. So again, I'm ragdolling off the side here to then go up this way to kind of skip through to get to the next one a lot more quickly. Kind of ADSing right there because it's hard to get up that staircase. Do not fall off the edge and make a jump. Wow, I didn't jump. I don't know why the jump just didn't trigger, but he grabbed it. He's so capable sometimes, and then other times he falls from 2 feet and dies. So he's kind of a hit or miss guy here, a little adventurer. This is a very I would say Indiana Jones-esque kind of feel as well too. So we're gonna push this second angel in here, and then do another kind of crouch off ragdoll, hit the ground to skip a bunch of the sequence again. Then we're gonna do one of those crouch rolls where you kind of crouch roll upwards right on here to get to this. Normally you have to bring a box over, but hello, there we go. You can kind of crouch roll and just jump onto it instead. Then we'll get up here, and we'll go for the third one. Again, not much going on here, but just kind of climbing up this ladder, sprint through here. There is ways that you can do the helicopter glitch in this run too. You'll see why. Like, why are we not just like helicopter glitching? Oh, wow, that was scary. That we do, but basically, I guess when you do that, like helicopter save load it, and if you like reset the level, it resets the position of all the angels. So there's just really no way to feasibly do it, unfortunately, or the way we figured it out. So the last one here, we're gonna grab the little rope, and this is very finicky, but we should be fine. There we go. Okay, we're good. And kind of launch over there. That's the only time you see the wheel. Unfortunately, again, before when we would like do shooting runs, I would maybe use the wheel, but unfortunately, that is the one and only time we ever need to use it. Oh my god! See, there's times where he just trips on nothing. This is the last one here. Let's just leave it. I skipped the last one. I'll Alt F4. Normally, you would Alt F4 this one as well. I don't think it's the biggest deal. And again, it's a cutscene. We can just watch it. It's fun. This is normally one that you would Alt F4, but just for the sake of simplicity and not having to restart the screen share and stuff, we'll just watch it. So he's driving in a different vehicle than the red one, for whatever reason, through the desert, and I don't know, it just falls into the sand, I guess, here, kind of crashes into it. So we're gonna have to get out. Unfortunately, this is another running simulator. There's nothing that we have found yet to bypass this, so I think it's like 2 minutes of running. It is insane. So a lot of times I actually kind of do like my outro, like if this is my last run of the stream here, because it is literally just running. There's not much else to this. Unfortunately, we'll do a trick kind of at the end, where we do another ragdoll. But yeah, we're literally just kind of running to the end. It'd be nice to find some sort of thing. We've tried like helicopter glitching. We've tried like doing the torch zip. Maybe that would work, but otherwise we just kind of run through the last part here. It will be another sort of kind of skipping the entire level. We're gonna run around it again, around the right side, and then just trigger the end cutscene to finish the level, and then also to finish the game. So we still have a little bit of time for the actual timer of the run, but the run is basically complete. Like when I get to this part, mentally I'm like, whew, okay, I got through all the hard stuff. Like my either run is gonna go well or it's not gonna go well. It's just a very kind of an anticlimactic feeling, where you finish all of the difficult stuff and then you just kind of run and hope that your time is good enough. So yeah, we're kind of gonna go through here. He also does I think the way that the what's the word, the subtitles or whatever, the voices, the lines get triggered, because I think they're just like linearly, like, so I'm basically going through the level and he just kind of talks to himself, so don't pay too much attention, but he's basically just triggering the little voice thing. I can't think of the word right now, but of the levels here. So we're again running around the outside. Don't ask me how to do the level. I would have no idea. We would be stuck here for an hour probably trying to figure them out. We're gonna run around it again here, and we're gonna find an invisible wall. You can either find it by just running into it and then navigating to the top of it, but otherwise I can sometimes just kind of find it myself here. I've done it enough times, so kind of comes up around here. I like to stay a little bit higher, and then it's basically at the edge of this building here, is the last little invisible wall that we can, or ceiling, whatever we want to call this wall, that we can get over to the basically over the edge of the limit. I'm going to roll here and pray that I get a ragdoll. Please do not die. There we go. If I did die here, I would reset that entire running sequence and we would all be sad, but I didn't. Time is going to end in 3, 2, 1. time. Sorry about that.
Treasure of
But that is,
Rosa.
yeah, that is Bad Way. Again, it's a very interesting. Oh my gosh, we made it to the end of the treasure. Wait a second. Oh, we were so close, and Agent 48 comes in and, and assassinates us, which is so tragic because we were working so hard, and now we're dead, and there's no way that we would ever, for sure, never be alive. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. To be continued. So, apparently, this is in the works. Apparently, there is a new a Bad Way 2 coming out. No release date whatsoever, but apparently it is still in the works by Monty, who is the developer of this game. So, Bad Way 2 someday would be awesome to see as well. But this is basically Bad Way again.